What video game made you rage quit, and you haven't played the game since? Fable 3. You could join another player and complete missions with them. I was 3/4 inches. Joined my brother and encountered a bug we weren't aware of. We did a media blackout. It causes you to lose all of your gear, your kickass sword, everything. So when I returned in my game, I had nothing anymore. I got so angry, closed the game, and never finished it. It's for the best the ending wasn't that great. My dad rage quit Wii Fit because it called him obese. This is hilarious. I remember getting the original Wii Fit, and when it weighed me, it showed my knee guy blow up into a fatty and stumble around. Blow up into a fatty and stumble around sounds like my last Friday. Baba is you because idiot is me. I haven't rage quit. I actually really like the game. But some of those levels you feel like you have a huge breakthrough after like an hour of putzing around just to find out you only solved half the puzzle and the other half is just as hard. Fuck man, it is a tough game. 10/10ths would recommend though. Not rage quit, but I entered an online tournament in Tekken 7 and got destroyed on stream while the commentator said I'm bad at the game. This discouraged me so much I haven't played since. Commentators underestimate the influence they have. Sucks that you quit, dude. Echo the fucking dolphin. Aggravating pile of shite. 25 years later, and I still feel the rage bubbling up at the thought of it. Finally something relatable. Fuck that dolphin, and fuck those rings. I still have no fucking idea what I was supposed to do. Being a dolphin is dumb. I still have no fucking idea what I was supposed to do. You were supposed to go to space as a dolphin. What makes you think that game was dumb? Cuphead on the sparks. Fighting Satan at the end. All the changing levels just did my head in, and I always hit the wrong number in the dice. First time in my life I seriously considered throwing my controller through my TV. I never even made it that far. It was pleasantly difficult until I got to the giant robot doctor guy. I watched videos and tried over and over for a couple days, but I just couldn't win, so I quit playing it and never started back up. FIFA, fuck that scripted piece of shit of a game. That stupid Lion King game that came out on PC in the 90s. I never made it past level 2. That fucking level when you're riding the ostrich can suck a dick. Overwatch. I got to Masters as Reinhardt and it just became so fucking toxic. It ruined the game for me. It eventually became too stressful to be fun. When I tried to pick it back up, they'd added a few characters and made a bunch of tweaks and everyone yelled at me when I picked Reinhardt because he wasn't meter anymore. Made me sad. I love that game. Edit. I don't know who'll see this, but y'all have convinced me to re-download Overwatch. I'll probably be trash, but if anyone wants to play on PS4, PM me your PSN. Fuck people and their meter. Play Rain and have fun. Super Gals and Ghosts, fuck that game. Any game where you die in 1 or 2 hits is guaranteed to make you rage. Maybe it's not just the hit points, it's the horrendous controls too. Arthur, through the whole series, has some of the heaviest movements for a character, and the jumping mechanics make him as nimble as rock. Geometry Dash. Ugh, don't remind me of that devilish game. Took up all my time in middle school and angered me to the point where I just needed to be isolated from people for like a couple hours when it got bad. Rainbow Six Siege. I'm very bad at games. This is probably my favorite FPS ever, but it is not an easy game to get into, and the community is filled with scumbags who would rather get easy kills on noobs than play a fair game. But I think that is the case with most games. For me it's the team killing. I don't care if some diamond makes a smurf to pub stomp me nearly as much as when I 3-stack on my team, take turns to king me right off the rip. That or a 4-stack repeatedly voting the 5th man out of their team before the match ever starts. Why character creation. Damn thing never looks like me. My favorite reply here. Battletoads young me mastered landing in Top Gun, but that fucking speeder bike level was brutal. Edit. Thank you kind stranger. To quote a certain nerd, ass. On a scale of 1 to ass. It is very ass. To describe this game's assness, all I can say is, it's very ass. Kid Icarus. Dude, that fucking game was hard as hell. Me and my mom finished it after a couple months. I still can't look at an eggplant without it triggering PTSD. Also fuck those password length in the ass. Also fuck putting O and 0 as possible characters in long ass passwords. Dying Light. I had completed the game, got the best gold weapons and vehicle parts, and now I was gonna tackle side missions and such. Till my file got corrupted. I lost everything. There was no way I was ever gonna play that game again, so I didn't. GTA Online. When I got permabanned for a script kiddie dropping money on me. 1300 hours wasted. Yep, this happened to me too. Never played official again. Went into the private servers on 5M. 10,000% better. Ark Survival Evolved. I had amassed at least 2,000 hours worth of assets on an official server. I poured my life into that game every day. It was like a second life. And I took it seriously. Then I got wiped by the Alpha tribe over something stupid. I didn't take it well, to put it lightly, and I quit for about a year. Came back and tried to start again, but got ganked on the beach and quit again. Came back a good long while later and got started on a super easy server, and I kept getting knocked unconscious and snatched off my dino by all the new shitty dinos they added, and kept losing all the dinos I tamed while I was gone after being killed while trying to get back to them. Someone was nice enough to donate one of their dinos, but I got snatched off of it by another wild dino, knocked out, then killed, and that tame died because it was on passive, so I straight up deprecated the game from my Steam library and never looked back. I didn't rage quit Fortnite, but I did rage uninstall after they took my $120 alpha funding, then removed the part of the game I paid for a few months later. Which part of the game is removed? Is the zombie survival base building thing still a part of the game? You mean the actual game instead of the British Rail? I'm actually surprised someone remembers that instead of the popular British Rail. Probably everyone that tries out Quake Champions without previous Quake experience. Every tournament I've seen for this game shows the same pros from 20 years ago. Getting over it with Bennett Foddy. I really want to finish the game, but I'm scared I will just waste my time because I can't make it. That game was literally designed to induce rage quitting. BioShock Infinite Force Box 360. I unlocked 1999 mode, I think it's called, and it's supposed to be harder enemies, lower resources, and the big thing is that respawning is expensive. You can find a lot of in-game money literally everywhere, but $100 is a lot. If you don't have $100 you restart to the beginning of the whole game. I made it to the very last fight with Songbird and I have completely run out of everything. Ammo, vigor and money, and Elizabeth can't find me anything. I can't scrap for ammo when there's so many enemies shooting me. I just shut the game off. I come back to this game 3 years later on my Xbox One because it is now backwards compatible. Load up the last save. See the predicament I was in 3 years ago. Die. And I'm restarting the game from the beginning. Big nope from me. Subnautica. Don't get me wrong, I love that game to death. I got below 0 for my birthday, and I swore I wouldn't touch it till I finished the first game. I went to play the first game one day, and I saw my save had been deleted, and I lost like 120 hours worth of progress. And Subnautica is so long and so vast. I just gave up and started play below 0. I tried playing Dark Souls on PC. I knew it was going to be a hard game, but keyboard made it impossible. Some dude beat Dark Souls with bananas attached to electrodes. People are crazy. Fucking Star Citizen. I come back to this game every year or so, and I'm always amazed at how much they've done since last time I played it. But I always end up rage quitting because of some really annoying bug. Last time it was the refueling bug, where I had a ship full of mining loot, but I ran out of gas, so I stopped at one of the Lagrange stations to refuel, but it doesn't work. After mucking about with it for hours I finally just gave up. If I ever do play that game, it will be when they say it's done. I might be in a nursing home by then, though. Warframe. I know a ton of people love it, but it's just so much grinding that I started to feel it's more of work than enjoyment. So I quit after 10 hours or so into it. For Warframe, the grind more or less is the game. Similar to PoE actually, you play it for the grind, or you don't play at all.